Good morning, and let's start the new week. So I'm starting as usual on a Monday, especially with the CME. Let's see where we stand. This was the closing of last Friday. As you can see, Let me tell you, this is the first time I watch it. Right? I'm just beginning to work, and I didn't have a look at this. So what you have here is what I had already last week. And we can see that, let me do it bigger, zoom it out. So what happened with the weekly, it just closed above our support, right? And right above the 200 on the weekly, the 200 EMA. Yes, I think it is the EMA, or let me check. It's the 200 MA, not okay. The EMA is in purple, right? So the weekly is moving between the 200 MA that stopped it last week and the 200 EMA. Let's see how this week is going to close, but so far so good, I would say. And as much as we don't break below, we can go up. If we break below, we are clear, it's going down. I think things are pretty easy to manage once you have these type of levels, right? Let's have a little look at maybe on the daily. Let's go to the daily to see where we are. The daily. The daily is telling me this was where we closed, right? And we opened up with a little gap that was almost revisited right to the 9 EMA, very nice bullish retest, and it's going up. And for me today, what is going to be important is where the 4-hour closes. If we close above, this didn't change, right? If it closes above the 23.5, this is going to be nice to go up, especially on the spot, and we'll go to see that later. But today, CME is, look at this. The daily will be crossing up with any daily closing above 23.763. Basically, if we close where we are now, we can expect, I would expect another move to the upside. What's the 4-hour telling me here? Right? The 4 hours, yeah. Nice. Look at this. So I had this box, and we managed to close above it at 8 o'clock in the morning when this candle closed, opened above, and we are heading above. I will just have a look at the spot because it is important, right? We have a few minutes to go. We won't be there, but I might write down on the chat, or you can check it, of course, because here we had a very clear situation. We always said that I erased everything for some reason. It doesn't matter. I know we've been saying for some time now. Here, the 23.5, where is it? 23.5. Let me find it. Yeah, right. Here, right? Yes, roughly this level. Yeah, a bit higher. If we close above this in 16 minutes, it's what we've been saying for a few days already. The move should continue to the upside. And as I said here, well, this is let's move it, right? Let's move it a little bit. Right. And this is going to be 30, right? I don't think I'm going to change my perspective here, which is very simply going above to probably this area, right? 272, 1414. Of course, we still have to go above this level, but Now, to be honest, anything can happen. We all know Bitcoin, right? But if we manage to close here, of course, I would see this coming up and then testing what was from the beginning our target, 25.7 to 26.3. This is really my target, and you know this on the upside, right? And then what didn't change either is where I have my invalidation point. It's still any closing below these levels, right? Just a bit higher. I was 24.5. Actually, well, now let's take this one, but it's roughly the same. Any serious closing below 22.5, serious one, because this was not, and it was immediately validated. So 50 points is like $50 is like not much, right? So I wouldn't act on those type of things. That's where you have all your traps. So let's see how it closes now, and then we'll move from there. But let's go back to what we were talking about, which is the CME, because the CME is going to give us the real situation, right? So on the 4 hour, we should close at midday below 23.2 for our stochastics to come down. Can we have any type of divergence here? Not on the bullish side, and I would say neither on the bearish side. It doesn't look like. But well, we still have 2 hours to go here. Early to say. Let's keep in mind that if this closes this way, what we can see here is an increase in the volatility on the 4 hour. We are not talking about a full reversal, right? But it is going up. And if this continues the movement, we can have an acceleration in the next few hours. For me, this is what I see today. Let's have a quick look to the 1 hour, right? The 1 hour. The 1 hour is on the 1 hour. We should. What's this? I don't need this. I would prefer to have one of these ones here to this. So on the 1 hour, we want to close above this level, and in particularly, I would say that we should go there. I mean, yes, 24.5. So if we close about 24,000, this will give us as well a hint about what's going on. And the stochastic is coming down slightly, but it will cross up if we manage to close at the levels we are in right now. We had this bullish divergence on the 4 hour that was already played overnight. We came to the 21, and so far so good. Let's see. I think there's a chance the move to the upside can take place. Will make sense and maybe come down again later with the new different figures by the end of the week. But we are in August. August is an illiquid market, and we can see things that move differently. Right. Is there something else? I didn't check when we watched the weekly. You see, the long term, and it's been like this for quite some time now, is still orientated to the upside, right? The BBWP is coming down with the stochastics going up, and will remain there in as much as we are above the 19.7, right? So for the time being, we are there. And the RSI is just crossed above its moving average. You can see that here, right? And well, we would confirm a bullish divergence if we close. We have to close above this level, so above 26 probably. I mean, maybe not above this candle, although technically that would be necessary. But I think anything at these levels will clearly indicate a, a bullish divergence on the weekly. It's not there yet. Could be the case. I don't know. We'll see that later. Of course, I don't know. Aha! Imagine if I knew. So this is I just to confirm that we've been well orientated on the higher time frames for some time. So although the daily showed different indications, on the weekly we still see a possible move to the upside. It's not finished yet. If the BBWP continues to the downside, this would obviously mean more of not a reversal, but a relief type of upside move in a downtrend. But in both cases, this seems to be well orientated. So I think I'm going to stop it there. Again, I did it longer. Let's see if it can be published properly. And we'll talk next time tomorrow.